Everton 2, Manchester United 2. Ross, man. I don't even know how to break that down or where to start in even breaking that down. I don't even know how we got out of there with a point. There was criminal performances all over the park. I'm going to start with Andre Onana. Andre Onana. Spilling everything. Man's playing volleyball. Spiking the ball. What's that move in volleyball where you spike it up and set it up for the volley for someone else? Little spike into the air. For the Ashley Young incident, which I'll get to, spills the ball out into the danger zone. The last game against Spurs, spills the ball into the danger zone. What's he doing? Every single game, he's doing something wrong, man. That was poor. Maguire today didn't know where he was. Beto doing up LeBron James celebrations on our head top, which I said would happen. De Ligt, for large parts, didn't know where he was. Kept giving the ball away in the top half of the pitch. Rasmus couldn't hold on to it. Xerxes couldn't hold on to it. Bruno wasn't playing well for large parts. We had no shot on goal for like 70, 80 minutes, something like that. Up until that free kick that Bruno had, we didn't even have a shot on goal or a shot on target. XG like 0.04. And you're thinking, Amorim, I'll tell you what, bro, you're going to have to change this. These lot went bowling. They went bowling midweek. They went team bonding this week. Out for food, walking in the street, chilling, hood up, Balenciaga hoodies, Travis's on, going for meals, nice. Dallo looking both ways before he crossing the road. And they came back off team bonding and bowling and looked like that. These man definitely went bowling with the flipping, asking for the railings up straight away and the thing that you pushed the ball off as well and still fucking didn't probably hit no Skittles. In the blue and red flipping shit shoes with the strap on it. With the Velcro. Nah. We're just a total mess. A total mess. And you can look at that and say, all right, we got a draw. Great, we got a draw. And to be honest, in the context of where we are right now and how damning that defeat was looking like it was going to be, you'll actually take a point all day. I'd take a point all day. Because I thought we'd lose that game 2-0. And let's be honest, the prediction I gave before the game was pretty much what we saw for like whatever time the first goal was, right up until that Bruno free kick. That's what we saw. Total dross. I'm looking at it, I'm going, nah, Amorim, this is, nah, bro. You're going to have to go to a 4, a something. You're going to have to change something, bro. You're going to have to change something. And it was the Bruno free kick that was the catalyst for the change, because then I started seeing Dallo inverting and not basically playing right wing back. Dorgu goes to the left after Mazraoui comes on. Yoro comes in. He's a bit better on the ball. Ugarte spent time out on the right, which was interesting to see. He scores his first goal for Man United. I think that was a good strike from him. So I have to commend that side of it. But the overall general play, you can't kid me. You can't kid me. It's going to be another slogfest against Ipswich, probably another draw as well. You can't kid me. There's so much wrong with the team. And Ruben Amorim still got to change shit, man. Still got to adapt. We can say it's the players. The players are criminals. The players aren't good. The players are shit. I get that. That's one side of it. But are they being supported well enough in the system to just get through? To just get by? Do you know what I mean? We're doing everything under the sun. Like I say, taking them fucking bowling. And they come back look like that. What's next? They're going to go arcade and play Time Crisis. What's next? Go bumper cars. Go laser quest. Go paintballing. What we're going to do? Just do the whole of the red letter days. Just go and do bare virgin experiences and try and come back and hope that we're better. No. Want these man trading in tickets from the fucking basketball, shooting the basketball and take teddy bears home to their wives. Like, what? That ain't going to do nothing. It's come from the training ground, man. It's coming from the training ground and we're not doing enough. Enough is not being done. Enough is not being done. Everton, for most of that game, did exactly what I thought they would do. They work harder than us. They win their duels better than us. They're more clinical than us. And they're more cohesive than us. And they've got a clue what they're doing. And you could see that all game. That first half was... I've run out of even saying that's the worst first half we've seen. It's the worst this, it's the worst that. It goes on and on and on and on. Absolutely shocking. And you know what? For all it's worth, Bruno was having a stinker as well. But guess what? When you need somebody to do something, when you need somebody to show something, it has to be this guy. It has to be this guy. He did it today again. He did it. We needed something. We're in the pits of hell. We're being embarrassed. We're being laughed at. We're staring down the barrel of a humiliating defeat at Goodison Park. And he found something. Got to commend him for that. This is the guy who half the people think that we have to get rid of immediately. I'm not saying that he's the cream of the crop. I'm not saying he's the this, he's the that. But I was very critical of him last game against Spurs as well. I rewound that back in and said, listen, actually, I was probably being overly harsh. He still found a way, even in that Spurs game where he was ill-disciplined, leaving big spaces with Casemiro, not playing well. He still put on a couple of chances where we should have scored. He still always finds a way to impact the game. So again, we've got to be careful who we're going after. Chidu Obi in there. Play him. Play him now. The Rasmus thing's done out. It's over. There's no point playing Rasmus. And these are the things where Ruben Amorim has to help himself. Just play Chido. What we got to lose? Just start him against Ipswich. Just start him. Xerxes was part of the bad performance in the first half. There was nobody played good in the first half. In fact, Dorgu, to be fair, overall, looked like he had a little bit of something. He's got a bit of intensity. He wants to go past people, cross the ball. I rate that. Strong in the challenge. Win some fouls. Don't mind that. Dallo today. Poor. Don't know what he was doing. There's just too many of them. And this is where the argument of is how much of it's on the players versus the manager. It's a collective. We've got a bunch of players who aren't doing nowhere anything near the standard. I agree we shouldn't sack Amorim, by the way. I do agree with that. But I don't agree with this, like, it's just the players. We can't talk about Amorim. What do you expect him to do? No, I expect him to do better than this. He expects himself to do better than this. And the moment we lose those type of standards to hold a manager accountable, regardless of the shit that's gone on, we're finished. And it's not just me saying that. He knows it himself. He's saying it himself. Ruben Amorim said to us at the beginning, before he even kicked the ball, I promise you will see an idea, but I know for fans to buy into my idea, I have to win games. And guess what? He's not winning games. So you're not a shit fan to come here and look at this and go, I don't believe in this. I'm not sure about this. You're not a fake fan, or you don't have the stomach for a rebuild if you start questioning some of the decisions he's making and asking, can he do more? You're not a crap fan or a flip-flop if you start looking at Ruben Amorim saying, I think he needs to change some stuff. We need to cut that out. We need to cut out this talking in absolutes of, like, if you even look towards Ruben Amorim's sort of direction to say, I think you need to do more here, bro. I need more from you. This is not working. Keep changing it. Keep trying this. We need to cut that out, that you're shutting down fans for doing that. Of course, I get it. Like, to suggest he should be sacked, I personally think that's going too far. I don't think he should be sacked. But 100% we need to be looking in his direction for that, to be improving. And this penalty incident, anybody in their right mind, if you think that's a penalty, just get out of football. Get out of football. We don't need people like you in football if you think that's a penalty. Ashley Young has literally thrown himself to the ground. Delit has hold of his shirt. People keep sending me freeze frames of him tugging the shirt a little bit. The freeze frames can make it look like it's worse than it is. He puts his hand on his shirt, has a half ball, and Ashley Young throws himself to the ground. Exaggerates his left. Look at Ashley Young's left foot. Flings it out to the left. Flinging it out to the left like he's in a dance hall. Man's flinging it where? Like he's winding up. Throwing himself to the floor. Idiot thing. Nah, that's never a penalty. It's his own. It's Ashley Young's own fault because he's tried to overcook the contact. Sorry, he's tried to overcook the connection that he's got from the players. The contact. Sorry, he's tried to overcook the contact because there isn't enough there. So he's thrown himself there to exaggerate it. There wasn't that much force there. And anyone saying, oh, but is it a clear and obvious ever? Is it clear and obvious? I looked at that straight away and I said, that's not a penalty. He cheated. It's as simple as that. He tried to con the referee. It didn't work. So I don't want to hear nobody, all these rival fans in the comments or people atting me, even our own fans. Yeah, but was it clear and obvious? Yes, it fucking was. He threw himself to the floor. It was not a penalty. And if you think that's a penalty, well, penalty should have been given for that. Please get out of football. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'm done.